Stem cell research has been a highly controversial topic, especially when talking about embryonic stem cells. In the journal article titled Stem Cell Therapy for Neurological Disorders, it says that stem cells are the building blocks for every organ in the body because they have the ability to divide asymmetrically and to differentiate into the various cell types of the body while simultaneously replicating to maintain a stem cell lineage. And embryonic stem cells have the capacity to differentiate into all the tissues and organs of the body, and in fully developed humans, they can provide a renewal capacity in most organs. This basically means that embryonic stem cells are able to do more than just the average stem cell. The biggest controversy that comes into this topic is the embryonic stem cell research part, because in order to get those stem cells, a human embryo has to die. First, I will give the arguments for the pro side. So to start out, stem cells have been able to help or even cure Parkinson's disease, diabetes, traumatic spinal cord injury, and heart disease. So scientists also are working on ways for stem cells to help the neurological diseases. There have been many case studies where stem cells have changed someone's life for the better. The study of stem cells have been blowing up in the past few years, which gives the scientists hope for the future of their research. There's also been studies done to find out the view of the general public. In one specific study, people were asked throughout Europe, Canada, and the United States. It was found that 62% of Europeans, 73% of Americans, and 81% of Canadians supported stem cell research. This also included people with religious affiliations. This shows the general support of the subject and fuels the scientists to keep pushing forward in their research because a lot of people believe they are doing the right thing. Now I will give the arguments for the side against stem cell research, specifically embryonic stem cell research. The people and groups that are against this research are mainly religious people. So the majority of these people believe that life begins at conception and that killing an embryo is equivalent to murder. This argument basically lines up with the abortion argument and the pro-life movement. However, they are not usually against all types of stem cell research. Their main argument is that there are other types of ways to get stem cells. Some of these include non-viable embryos, pre-implantation genetic diagnosis or biopsy, parthenogenesis, adult stem cells, and even umbilical cord stem cells. The umbilical cord stem cells are the closest thing to the embryonic stem cells, and it's a non-invasive alternative to embryonic stem cells that will treat a variety of blood and bone marrow diseases, blood cancers, metabolic disorders, and immune deficiencies. The pro-life group likes this form of stem cells, especially because no embryos are being harmed during the process. Another argument given is that scientists and the media are hyping up stem cell research too much. In the past few years, scientists have been promising new ways stem cells will help people, but there has not really been any evidence to back up that claim. During 2011 through 2013, a scientist named Paolo Macchiarini inserted stem cell-derived tracheal transplants into 3 patients, and 2 of these cases proved fatal due to complications with the stem cells. The people that are against stem cell research use this and other cases like this to show that process is not always reliable. Also, lots of legislation has been put in place to limit the funding for stem cell research. In 2001, President George W. Bush restricted government funding for embryonic stem cell research, but that was overturned eventually. Other countries around the world have limited or completely stopped embryonic stem cell research funding. My opinion on this topic didn't really change at all, it was just reaffirmed. So I am in favor of stem cell research, but not embryonic stem cell research. I am fully against abortion, and I believe that life begins at conception. So using embryos for stem cell research purposes would be killing a valuable human being. There are many other ways to get stem cells, so I think that should be the path we go down. I'm in full support of helping people, but not at the expense of human life.